And we're coming back on the air with breaking news on the death of a Milwaukee Bucks legend. Junior Bridgeman has died. He played for the Bucks. He turned his years in the NBA and what was not a huge NBA salary at the time into more than $1 billion. In 2016, Junior Bridgeman was the fourth wealthiest former athlete out there in the league of Arnold Palmer, David Beckham, Michael Jordan. Milwaukee's Junior Bridgeman. Just in September, he was able to buy 10% of the Milwaukee Bucks, becoming a minority owner in the team that he used to play for. He was 71 years old. He used his money for philanthropy. He was in Louisville today speaking at the Galt House. He played his college basketball in the city of Louisville, and he was back there today, as he has been so many times over the years. No confirmation on an exact cause of death, but a reporter in the room for the NBC station in Louisville said he grabbed his chest and he said he thought he was having a heart attack. Again, just terrible news about somebody who's meant so much to the city of Milwaukee and the Bucks organization. Charles Benson joining me at the desk. Charles, you were there in September when it was announced that Junior Bridgeman was coming back into the Bucks fold and buying a chunk of the team. What was that moment like?
It was a moment of joy for everyone in the room. I mean, everyone that you had an encounter with Junior Bridgeman loved Junior, not only from his time here in Milwaukee as a player, but really remarkably his time here as a business person. Mm-hmm. I go to Jimmy Haslam, who's one of the other co-owners. He describes Junior as a spectacular basketball player, businessman, and person. And that really sort of sums up who Junior Bridgeman was. I mean, this man who had so many great accomplishments, not only on the court, but even after leaving basketball. Look, he made good money as a basketball player, but it wasn't generational wealth. And so he went out and built this empire, this business empire. And I think it speaks to who he was as a business person. I remember he was describing building up the Wendy's and all these different franchises that he ended up owning. But he was working there, and one day he's telling me, like, yeah, I'm there flipping the hamburgers, handing the bags out the window, because he wanted to set a tone inside the business. Look, if I can do this, you can do this. Even as a guy who's successful as he was always there to, from what I could tell, to be a helping hand, to be an inspiration to so many people. This is such devastating news, not only to the Bucks family, but to the business community, to Milwaukee, and obviously his family. You just can't begin to think of all the different things and how many lives he touched.
That was my thought exactly, the lives that Junior Bridgeman impacted in his 71 years.
Yeah. Waiting to hear from the Bucks. I know you've reached out as well.
Yeah, I've reached out
to Peter Fagan as well. And so we're still learning more about Junior.
But again, the NBC station in Louisville, along with the Muhammad Ali Foundation, a number of other civic groups in Louisville are all mourning the death of Junior Bridgeman, dying today after suffering what appeared to be a heart attack at an event there. Charles, we're going to keep you close. We've got people in the newsroom trying to gather more information on this. We'll bring you updates on this as we can. We'll have the latest on TMJ4.com as well as on the news at 6 and 10.